hard-fought battle, and great job by Oregon State, Coach Smith. I think it went either way. It was a hard-fought battle with a lot of plays made by both teams, and unfortunately for the Dogs, they made a couple more plays than we did towards the end there. But I'm very proud of our guys. They put a lot of hard work in. They fought all the way to the end. Just like last week. Last week we ended up the victor in overtime, and then this week, very tight game on the road, and we lost it right there at the very end. But again, great job by Oregon State, and with that, I'll take questions.
On the last drive from Oregon State, when we tried to let them score, I mean, did you think that they were going to just walk in there, or what was the idea there?
Yeah, so, once they get really close, we weren't letting them score the whole drive. Once they get in chip shot range for a field goal, we were going to allow them to score so our offense had time to go down and score. And I know our opponent has the same analytic books that we do, and they were trying not to score and take the ball down and kick the field goal. And so it was a game of chess between both of us, and they knew not to score. And so again, great job by them. They were trying not to score and bleed the clock down and kick the field goal, and that's what they did.
Jimmy, the decision to go for it on fourth down in that final drive is what went into that decision?
Yeah, we've been 100% on that all year long, that play. And we felt good about that play. We've converted on that quarterback sneak all year long, and even last year. We still felt really good about where Dylan was. We felt like he got pulled back a little bit, but anytime we're 4th and 1 and we can go behind our offensive line with Dylan, we always feel good that we can get that yard. Unfortunately, the spot they marked us short. But we're going for that every single time we're going.
Can you talk a little bit about the 3 dots in the backfield with the 3 running guys? That looks like a new install. Is that something this week, or has that been there for a while?
No, that was something new this week. We're always, mixing stuff up. It was a productive play for us today, and we're always, every single week, we're going to have a little wrinkle here or there. And, that was a productive play for us.
Well, Rich has been banged up, but do you think Sean and Kamari have kind of established themselves as the 2 guys who need the bulk of the carries?
Well, I like all 4 backs, actually. So, and we've said that we're so deep at running back. I like all 4 of those guys. It's going to be great to get Rich back, completely healthy. He's going to have a couple of weeks now, and he was banged up again, and that was why we held him out for this game. But very pleased with Kamari, Sean, and CD. I like all 4 of those running backs.
Jimmy, are you a little stunned that you guys are 2-3 with, the veteran team that you had and all that?
I wouldn't say stunned. I would just say that we've been battling, and it hasn't gone our way in a couple of games. And we got to get better. We got to improve. We have really good players that are still need a lot of room for improvement. And then obviously, as us as coaches, we got to make sure we're putting them in position to go out there and make plays. I'll say this: you look across the whole Pac-12. There's a huge shakeup in the whole Pac-12 today with all the wins and losses and all the other teams. And I think it's going to be like this every single week. It's going to be like this every week. It is very equal across the board. There's a lot of good players, a lot of good coaching staffs, and I can see every week being 3-point game, overtime game, 7-point game. Feels like the National Football League. It's the margin of error is right here. It's like this close, this close. We're 1 play away from all of us hooting and hollering right now. We're 2-0 in conference.
Did they take something away from you guys being able to throw downfield after that first drive? It seemed like you guys kind of had some opportunities to get some chunk plays.
What side of the ball are you talking about?
On offense, you guys threw downfield, especially the Terrell Lamb on that first touchdown.
Yep.
What did they show the rest of the game that kind of forced you guys to go short?
Yeah, they did a good job pressuring the quarterback, for sure. We got to make sure our protections are better on a couple of these plays. And, couple of planned plays that we were having to hit downfield, like the play to Terrell Bynum. They brought some really good pressure and got Dylan off his read, and he scrambled and either got sacked. And so we got to do a better job protecting him. But yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to Oregon State's defense. They're playing really good defense, and they made some good plays against our offense.
I mean, when you say that you guys need to improve from this, do you need to do things differently, or is it about just continuing to follow the same process that you've been on?
Oh, no, we're always trying to grow and develop, and see what works, see what doesn't work. We'll do a huge evaluation on what we're doing, all 3 phases. There's a lot of good things, but there's also things we can improve. And so this is going to be a good week to do that with the bye week. But even when it's not a bye week, we're always doing that. Like what's working, what's not working, what can put us in a good advantage to win this next football game. And that'll all be looked at, just like it is every single week. But now it'll be really looked at with 2 weeks for our next game.
How would you evaluate your guys' offensive approach these last 3 weeks since the Montana game and the Michigan game? Just what you're trying to get done and like calling, just kind of the overall strategy.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to score points. That's the goal. We're trying to score points. And so the last 3 weeks, we scored more points than the first 2 weeks. And so mission accomplished there, but we want to score more points. And so I think some of the, like Mike's question, you know, we reevaluated after the Michigan game and after the Montana game. Some of the adjustments that we've made we've made some good strides, but not good strides enough. And so we got to continue to tweak and make sure we're putting our players in good position to make plays and put points on the board.
Trent back today, how big a difference did that make? I mean, you held them down in the passing game, but you really struggled with the run game.
Yeah, I know. Trent was huge, and so proud of him and toughing it out. I mean, it wasn't like he's 100% healthy. He's still banged up, and he was a warrior out there today. He was a warrior. He was out there battling through his injuries, just like a lot of our players do. But obviously his injury was significant enough that he missed a game, and so very proud of Trent.
What are you seeing in the run game that's, you know?
Well, first of all, Oregon State is the number one in the Pac-12, averaging 225 yards a game. So, got to give them a lot of credit first. This is the number one rushing attack out west, and so I'll give them credit first. We had some good run stops there early on, but we obviously didn't do a good job enough towards the end. And so their scheme was really good. The running backs are good. The whole line, the tight ends, they do a good job of creating creases. And in the fourth quarter there, they really laid on us and got a couple of drives where we couldn't stop the run, couldn't limit the run.
Going into your strengths versus maybe your opponent's weakness, I mean, how much would you rather kind of run the ball in your game plan versus take what the opponent's taking? Take what the opponent's giving?
Are you saying us run the football?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we'd like to do every single game. We'd love to be able to run the football and control the line of scrimmage. And then on the flip side, stop the run. I mean, those are goals every single week. Right? You guys might feel like it sounds like football lingo, but that's what it is. We gotta stop the run and we gotta run the football. If we can do that, you control the game.
Jimmy had a couple guys that kind of got pushed out the depth chart when the season started, that were prominent guys. They seem to have come back to it, like Asa Turner and Philip Malali. They got a lot of time. Did they make some moves here?
Yeah, I mean, all those guys are always right there. They're always right there to play. Cam Williams is still dealing with some issues with his hands, and so we wanted to make sure we had some players out there that could tackle and grab. And it was awesome to see Asa make a big time play, obviously, in the pass game. But he's been playing. He's been playing in our subgroups. It continues to get better. He'll get more plays on defense.
Expect Cade back next week or week after next week.
We'll see. I would think so. I got to check our protocol deal, but yeah, I would think so.
Do you think this
You don't know. I don't know.
Do you think this 5 weeks coming at a good time for you guys?
Bye week's always good. Bye week's always good.